Good morning, peoples. December the 12th, Saturday morning, here in lovely downtown Pai, Thailand. The 5 known realities of... What? You want to come and say hello? Video? Huh? Video? Come say hello? Video? No? Okay. Why? So you're naked, so what? There's lots of naked ladies in Thailand. She's off frame, obviously, but she bent down to walk past the camera. That's funny right there. The 5 known realities of the entire universe are time, space, matter, energy, and the infinite intelligence that gives these orderliness. All right, I got a pretty big ass vocabulary. It matches my giant gut, but that's a new one for me. Orderliness. I mean, obviously you know what it means, order, right? But I've never seen the liness or leanness after it, orderliness. Wow. All right, so between the naked woman and the weird word, the 5 known realities of the entire universe. Time, space, matter, energy, the infinite intelligence that gives these just use order, that gives these order. Or I think really orderless, or a better word there would have been structure or rules or laws. The 5 known realities in the entire universe. You know, there's laws that we can define how energy behaves and matter behaves. Einstein did a lot of that, obviously. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's dig in, shall we? 57 degrees. I'm doing the weather these days. She was shivering this morning. I gave her, she was sleeping in one of my shirts, the stretched out one with the collar. I donated that to the cause like I said I would. So she was sleeping in the oversized t-shirt plus shorts. And I gave her another one. I actually went into the closet and got a second shirt for her to wear because I don't know if you can hear her. She's going... Now, cold. Cold. She's cold. So, smells good. I did a shower. So she was wearing 2 of my shirts this morning while I, as you can see, am back to my regular summer outfit. And yes, that means the microphone. I know this is for Mike, the stoner mic. Let me get up. There you go. The microphone is clipped to my chest here. Good thing I don't manscape. Good thing I'm not a millennial or a Generation Z or Antifa or any of those guys that like to shave their body hair like a woman. Hey, Mike's got the earrings. Maybe he's shaving his body hair. I don't know. That's a good question to ask. Go on to Yummy Land and say, Mr. Moderator or Admin, do you shave your body hair? If so, that means you can't use a clip-on mic like Great White Buddha does. With this thing happening over here, I'm thinking maybe I should clip the mic there. That might work. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, we're talking about the 5 known realities of the entire universe. That's big stuff. Like, I feel bad taking away from that for naked women and temperature and stuff. The Reverend Bernhard Fraumann. Who isn't familiar with the works of the great Reverend Bernhard? And it's the German one with the T on the end of it, so it's Bernhard with a T. Bernhard Fraumann. Which is funny because Frau in German means woman. Like Fräulein, Frau is a housewife, a married woman. Fräulein is a teenage woman, an unmarried woman. So Frau man is lady man. A Presbyterian minister and Think and Grow Rich newsletter columnist believes that the order of the universe is one of the most compelling arguments for the existence of God. The universe is simply too intricate in its design to have occurred randomly. So there, you random theory people out there. He says that The magnificence of the universe is in itself convincing evidence that God is in the loop. We may not understand the complexities of infinite intelligence, but we can tap the spiritual power and put it to good use in our own lives. Well, there you go. So the 5 known realities of the entire universe: time, space, matter, energy, the infinite intelligence. So we may not understand the complexities of infinite intelligence, but we can tap the spiritual power and put it to good use. All right. Once again, not sure where I mean, it is positive meditations. Like, remember I told you that my interest in Buddhism is what made me pick the book up from the stack of books that Mac had. Mac being the British expat who was selling his books to go home. Quick update on him: he's in a nursing home, being taken care of in Britain. So that's good news. He was really hurting here after the second motorcycle accident. He had pretty much healed up from the first one. I mean, his leg was fucked up, but he wasn't in pain. It was the second one that really made life unbearable for him. So anyway, he's doing better. He's being taken care of in Great Britain, so that's good. He misses Pi, and Pi misses him. But it's important that his health is being taken care of. So hope you get better, Mac. I really do. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. And I wish I got to hang with him longer, because I showed up about 3 months before he left. But anyway, it is what it is. So, I was about to say, the meditations, 365 meditations for each day. This chapter is definitely taking a theological, religious slant, which as I mentioned, I'm not religious, but I respect people who are. It's their right to believe, and I know a lot of people get a lot of strength, and their faith in themselves and in other things is based on religion. So I'm not going to mock it. I'm not going to put it down. I'm not going to hate on it. It's just my biggest problem with organized religion is that they seem hell-bent on converting everybody else to their religion, and that's including the jihadists, right? Either you're the warriors, and not every Islamic is a jihadist, obviously. That's, once again, anytime you lump a group into any, when you try to categorize them and say all this is that, you're wrong. You're wrong, and that's why I strive to avoid that at all costs, because I don't want to be wrong, and I know anytime you say anything about any group, you're wrong, because the group is made up of a bunch of individuals, and they don't all share all these different traits. You can't say every Islamist is a jihadist. That's a ridiculous statement. There's plenty of Islamists who are peaceful. But you do have, under the guise of religion, and for many thousands of years, religion has been inspiration or cause or support or justification for wars. Bloody wars where many people have died, over, well, I believe in this God, or I believe in this God a certain way, and you don't, so I need to kill you. Pretty sure if you read all the scriptures of all the different religions, none of them encourage killing people. That just goes to show you, like we talked about communism and how it gets corrupted by people. Well, religions get corrupted by people too, because people are weak, people are stupid, people are greedy, people are ambitious, people are flawed. So if you take a perfect idea, like a perfect religion or a perfect government, like I said, communism is actually a really good idea if you look at it, but the practical application of it is where it falls apart, and it has all over the world. And Same with religion. It's the organized religion. There's some hypocrisy there. There's I have a lot of problems with it. Once again, with the religion, not with the people who are religious, because once again they're free to worship the God of their choice the way they choose. I'm totally okay with that. But for me, I see too much hypocrisy and focus on money. The Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, is the largest landowner in the world, more than any corporation. Why? Why? Like, that doesn't necessarily, I don't think God wants to be Donald Trump, right? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus was not a real estate magnate, so why, well, whatever. Anyway. It's neither here nor there, but yeah, this month has definitely been focused on prayer, and the chapter's about faith. So I get that, but I'm surprised that he's, once again, that if you're asking why I have a problem with religion, organized religion, not spirituality, which is totally different than organized religion, but I have a problem with organized religion. It's this. It's like constantly feeling the need to share, and then if you ask Christians about it, and I have, they'll say, well, it makes me feel so good, I want to share the love, and everybody needs to be saved, and all, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I get it, now I understand why you want to share, but that doesn't mean the people that you're trying to share with appreciate the message or the efforts or whatever, so. Once again, religion, politics. I couldn't help but talk about politics because the election was such a far-reaching. I mean, I'm here in Thailand, in a tourist town in the north of Thailand. Like, what the hell does that have to do with the U.S. election? A lot. We are impacted. The entire world was impacted by this past election. So, I digress. But in general, yeah, I don't like to mix politics and religion, which are hot buttons, that upset people and get them emotional, as opposed to logical. Everything with business should be logical. It should be, okay, yeah, that makes sense. The only kind of thing where it gets into what you'd say maybe a religious thing or a faith thing is like when we talk about the law of attraction, right? There's universal laws, which is what I thought he was getting into when I started reading today. And the universal law of attraction, you can't explain it, you can't define it, you can't put it in a science lab, but I've seen it work, and it's worked for me. So that's sort of faith-based. It's nothing to do with religion. It's everything to do with entrepreneur and being successful is the law of attraction. So that's this kind of intangible thing that's floating out there in the ether, but you can harness it and use it and benefit from it. So once again, I thought that's where he was going with this whole thing when he was talking about the five, matter, space, time, energy. I thought he was going to talk about because when I read Think and Grow Rich, his initial book, he did talk about the law of attraction in there. That was one of the things he talked about. So I half expected to read about that this morning. Follow up on the video from, earlier in the week. This is Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. I did the immigration video. I talked about 800,000 baht. Well, the exchange rate today, I checked this morning before I made the video, just to pass on this information, is 30.01 to 1. So that's the strongest, and some people get confused at this language, but that's the strongest the baht's been against the dollar since I've been here. And what that means is it takes the less baht to buy a dollar than it did when I came here in March, and it was 33. So if you're a Thai person and you get paid in baht, like we pay our ladies, right, with the shop, they get paid in baht every month. How many baht does it take to buy a dollar? And in March, it took 33. They had to give up 33 baht to get $1, and they're not buying a dollar. It's just, relative. How is the currency relative to the U.S. currency? And it was weaker in March. So now it would only take 30.01 baht to buy a dollar. You understand? It's 3 baht less to buy a dollar if you're going to buy a dollar. So just that shows you the relative strengths of the two currencies. So the U.S. currency is down, the Thai baht is up. So even at that all-time, for me, since I've been here, low. Historically, I think the baht's been as high as 36 to 1 or 42 to 1. I have to look it up. And it's been in the 20s is how strong it's been, 28. But since I've been here, it's been oscillating. It was only 33 for a while. That was like a peak right around the time of COVID. And then ever since, it's really been 30, 31 in between there. So anyway, 800,000 baht, which is what you need for immigration, is $26,600. So now you know. I said it was 26 grand. Now, of course, that number, if you did it at 33 baht a dollar, would change, right? It would be lower. It'd be 25 grand. When I looked it up, it was 25 grand because I looked it up when it was 33 or 32 and change per. And then the other one, the 65,000 per month income, it's only 2,100. I was thinking 2,600. I was wrong. It's only, even with the baht being so strong right now, it was only $2,161 a month. So, 2,200 a month covers it in income to get your fat man visa, your retirement visa, non-immigrant OA. So that's that. Those are the real numbers, 2,161 and 2,600, or 26,600 for the two immigration numbers for that retirement visa. That's it for today. And be warm, like I am. That's the one good thing about being fat. You're warm all the time.